Good evening, everyone. This is Kanishka Ramchandani, the editor of Professional Beauty, and you are watching us on PB Corn Live and Wall presents the Stylist Toolbox Cuts and Trims. Throughout this week, we have been exploring the beautiful world of haircuts, and we've got experts from all across India talking to us about the cutting techniques, talking to us about barbering, and much more. Thank you for being with us this entire week. Today's session is presented by Nayana Karunaratne from Sri Lanka. She's the owner of Nayana Salon, and she will be telling us about the famous IHP method. That's the Institute of Hairdressers and Beauticians method of cutting long layers. Nayana ma'am, welcome to this session.
Welcome. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of this. So I'm going to hand over the screen to you, and you take us along with this gorgeous haircut, and I'll be in the background and ask you questions that come on behalf of the viewers on Facebook.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so welcome everyone. Happy to be here with you. This is my second or third time with Professional Beauty. Actually, today I'm going to show a very simple and a very easy to do haircut, which is following simple IHP techniques. Because IHP, the Institute of Hairdressers and Beauticians, which is offering you education. We do it in all over Asia, in any language you want. The beauty of IHP techniques are that they are very easy, they are very hairdresser friendly, and as long as you know the techniques, you can create any style. So I've got my model Anupama today. She's got long hair. This hair is actually, there's a bit of a wave, and the ends have been straightened some time ago. Of course, as usual, as with lots of Indian ladies, she's saying to keep the length as long as possible. So I'm going to give her soft layers, keeping the length as long as possible. So because of that, I shall start from the front. It's a middle part just to make it convenient for me to cut the hair on both sides, but actually the haircut is such that she will be able to comb it any way she wants. So I will divide the hair exactly into half. The head divided into half, half of the head to the other half, and I will start. So taking the control, the front, we will be taking vertical sections like this. This is forward layers, and the technique is graduation forward layers. So I have to decide, I suppose I will take about this much of hair off, and I'll take my hand into such an angle that I will keep as much length as possible. So take the hair and lift it up, cut it off. So this is the technique is graduation, very simple. And please note that I am turning my hand so that I keep the length, maximum length, and when I go to the back section of the hair. So just this curved line, and I take curve by turning my hand. So nice, neat sections, and the most important thing I would like to tell you here is, please take small sections. The comb is this long. We've got fine teeth for bigger tension, thicker teeth, big teeth for less tension. But the truth is, this is the size of my fingers. So I cannot take a bigger section than this, and if I take this full section, I will cut my finger skin here. So I will have to take this section. So when you take this section, which means the hair is so long, I'll have to take 2 or 3 sections. So please go in sections and make sure your cutting is very neat. Lift the hand. The section should be thin enough for us to see the layer under the cutting line underneath. Never ever cut the hair if you can't see your guideline. These are the simple techniques that we teach in IHP. Hair is washed. It's washed with shampoo and conditioner because for many reasons. The hair is washed to get rid of all the dirt, and when the hair is clean, we can see the natural movement. Then also the hair is wet, and hence we can see the guidelines very clearly. Stand comfortably and move around the client. It's a very simple, very easy haircut. I'm actually not standing in front of the client. I'm standing a little further forward on the side. And the secret is to lift from here. Don't lift like this. If you lift like this, you won't get a good tension. Lift from here, from the shoulders. That's very important. Lots of people do this and you never get the proper tension and you never get the proper shape. So we are keeping as much length as possible. Of course, I will check the length once we finish the haircut. The idea is to cut as less as possible. Neat sections, same combing direction. Please don't change the direction of combing. If you change the direction of combing, you will lose the guideline. Same combing direction, nice, neat sections. These are very simple haircuts, easy. I selected this haircut, which is between medium to long length, because this is a very popular Indian length, or rather I would say Asian length. Sri Lanka, India, all these Asian countries, they love this length. And so this is my last section. I suppose you can see that this is my last section. So I'm taking the section same as before and joining in. And you can see very little of the length is getting cut off. So my client will be happy because she wanted a longer length. Right. So I finished this side. You can check it, and then I go to the other side. Now cutting the other side is the trick. It's a thing that you have to remember. Cutting this side, we follow the same direction of combing. Same direction of combing, same tension, same lifting, same graduation. So let me take the point. So this is my point. Okay. So I got it. And keep checking. You can look at the features of the face and follow it up. And take the same length and lift your hand up and cut. The secret to good balance is to keep on checking with every section. Even after so many years of experience, don't take a chance. Just take the same sections and check. Have you got the same length? Just keep checking. It's a very easy. This is forward layers, graduation, to create beautiful layers. Same direction of combing as on this side. Please don't change the direction. Same lifting. Whatever the amount you lifted for the graduation, you can see that near the forehead I lift high, but when I go down, go to the back, my hand is going down, so that I reduce my graduation. And please check, keep checking again. So take the equal section and keep checking again. You can see that the hair that I have been cutting this side is too long. So obviously I have to go correct it now itself. You can see it's too long. So correct it now itself. so that I don't have to repeat the haircut. My experience in teaching in our part of the world, I have noticed that lots of people, they do lovely layers. They do that. A lot of people know, they know graduation, they know increase layers, they know various techniques, but lots of people don't bother the balance. They don't keep balance. And most of the Indian ladies have beautiful hair, beautiful movement, and they don't notice the difference. But there are times that the haircut is not balanced. So please keep balancing all the time. Hair should be adequately wet, not soaking wet, but wet enough for you. We have only very few sections of cutting. We have one length or solid form cutting. Then we have the graduation, which I am doing now. We have increased layers. We have uniform layers, or we also call it round layers. And of course, we have the reverse graduation. These are the only 5 techniques that we use in IHB hair cutting system. These 5 techniques are used in different ways to create your own style. So a haircut is a mixture of these techniques. It could be 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, depending on what the requirement is. And of course, along with that comes the combing direction, sectioning, tension. As I told you, you can decide on the tension, more tension with thin, narrow teeth and less tension. You can also hold the tension accordingly. You can pull accordingly, less tension or more tension, up to you to decide. Angle, how much high you hold it, how much low, and what is the angle of your wrist. All these things make a big difference in the hair. Okay. So actually my haircut is finished. Almost finished. So the both 2 sides are balancing. Now we did not cut the back. So I will now check the back. I will obviously check the back, and we may cut a little bit off and balance it. So she wants it as long as possible. So I will now take the back sections, and so I hope you can see that. Okay, so we are going to section the hair and comb it. Maybe you can get up, stand up, stand. Okay, I'll get my model to stand. So this is the back. So her hair, I'm going to just cut it straight because it's too long. I'm going to cut it because this is rebonded hair. It's dead straight, whereas her new hair has a movement. So I'm going to cut it straight. It's a straight line at the back. And with the subsequent sections, it will be, of course, I'll do a bit of a graduation. Hardly anything to do, it's quite, shape is already on. Because the hair is dead straight at the back, this is the old rebonded hair. So let's not play with it, because you go to do unnecessary things, it will stick out like eagles. So let it be, let's not play with it. I'd rather keep the back straight because the rebonded hair is still there. So let's take the back section, comb it right down and double check. So let me take the corners and I'll cut the corners and blend it into the sides. Because we have the difference of her previous bonded hair, which I cannot, I wish I could have cut it, but she doesn't want the hair cut short, right? So, it's a lesson to learn to blend what the customer has. Fine. Okay. So the cut is okay. Let me check again. Yeah, I think I need to take a little more from here. Fine. Okay. So the haircut is actually over. So you can check again. You can check in the mirror. You can check in the mirror whether both sides are balancing. If it's not balancing, you can adjust it. And the cut is over. I'll just show you how you check this haircut. You can do, the technique is actually increase layers technique, but you can check the haircut by taking the section, top section, and take it up, lift it up, and you can check it. It's almost perfect. And bring all this hair to the center. Bring it all to the center and you will see this concave shape. It's all done. So just check it, just for you to be sure. Because there may be a strand or two, we are all human. There may be a strand or two missing. Just check it. We all have our favorite sides. Some people do a good job on the right side. Some people do a good job on the left side. It's perfectly all right. So just keep checking. I'm just going to go around the head. Nothing to cut. I have a weakness on the left side. And I noticed that lots of people have more hair on the left side. I don't know whether it's my imagination. So sometimes my left side gets a bit heavy, but today it's okay. Right. Haircut is done. So I'm going to get my model to put her head down and I'm going to give it a good shake. And wow. So here is the hair. Here are her layers. As I told you, I gave her a middle part so that for the cut so that both sides would balance. But I could use any part I want and now blow dry. Of one haircut, but blow dry techniques are many. You can do many blow dry techniques. So you can start at the back if you want, you can start at the front. I'm going to do the blow dry. I don't know whether there will be a noise, but let me start with the blow dry. And again, you can use products. You can use products, but I shall. Hair is almost dry. It's about 30, 40, more than almost 50% dry. So I'm going to use two brushes, two sizes, and I'm going to blow dry the hair forward. So please watch my movements. Again, the shoulders have to be lifted if you want a good tension. If you blow dry like this, you are not going to have a good tension. Lift your shoulders up and I'm giving her as much root lift as possible, but by pushing the brush forward and trying to do it on the opposite direction. But we must remember that the end here, the ends are still having very strong rebonding. So we don't waste your time demanding it to be turned in, it won't turn in. So let's blend it with movement in front and straight at the back. You can see how much my shoulder is getting lifted. Actually, when it is the first time up, it will hurt, but this is the correct way. You can never do a proper blow dry with good tension if you put your hand up. It's not the elbow, but it's the shoulder that has to be lifted. Okay. So the cut is over and the blow dry is over as well. I would just like to explain to you, this is a very simple blow dry, all forward, and you can see very heavy layers. As I told you, don't bother about the ends because they are just too dead. I wish she had cut her hair up to here, but she didn't want to. If we had cut her hair up to here, she would have been much nicer and the straightening would have gone up. But that's okay. We've got the length. But the idea is, it's one cutting technique. You can do any kind of blow dry. This is a very natural blow dry. You can put tongs. I did not use any products here because this is a cutting lesson. So I did not want to use products, and so I want to only show the techniques of cutting and blow drying. So I didn't use any products, but please remember, you can use products. They will be better. Products will keep the style better, but the idea here today was only to show the cutting. So
right. Thank you so much, Nayana ma'am, for that demonstration. Can we have a quick recap of the haircut, the step-by-step sectioning? Yeah.
Yes. So what happened was that she's got rebonded hair.
Okay.
The regrowth is only about 8 inches and it's got a nice natural movement, but these ends are rebonded and there is no point in fighting with it because it has no texture. It's dead straight.
Yeah.
So because she did not want to cut her hair, so as I told you, if she went short, it would have been lovely here. She did not want to. So what we did was, we divided the hair into two sections. Very simple middle part, left and right section, from the forehead to the nape of the neck. And we took vertical sections, which is this way, and graduation. So the section is vertical, but the technique is graduation. Graduation is you lift the hair up to under 90 degrees. So I would have lifted maybe about 30, 40, 45 degrees and kept on cutting the hair. But my hand was at an angle, so that the more I angled my hand, the longer I kept the back hair. So there was more graduation here, but I went lower and lower. Lower means less graduation and angle means longer. So the curve shape was there, but hair is longer. That's all. And I started from the side because she wanted the length. So, and after the sides were done, I cut the back off. Because that way I would have kept the maximum length.
Right. So this technique can be used even if you want to go shorter with your length.
Yes, of course, you can go shorter. You can go as short as possible. You can go here. You can go for a bob also. Like you could do a bob line at the back.
Okay.
Bob. Ideal bob is shoulder level or higher. You can do a bob. Bob is this shape. This is a bob shape.
Yeah.
Midly short. Yeah. So you can do a straight at the bob and graduate the front. You can still do that. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. It is looking gorgeous.
We should tell her to come tomorrow or day after and get a bob done. See how lovely it is? Yeah. See, and it's fuller and nicer. But see, lots of girls think that long hair is necessary. But she's so much better with it. And
true.
This is a practical problem that I couldn't do what I want as a hairdresser because she's got rebonded hair.
Yeah.
She's got, so it's not a case of applying my technique 100%. I had to consider rebonded hair. So though I would have loved layers at the back, there won't be any layers staying here.
Yeah.
So I kept it straight at the back, but I gave the layers here.
Right. Ma'am, during the blow dry, you kept insisting on the angle of your elbow while blow drying it, while you're holding the equipment. Why is that so important? Is it because of health reasons?
Because the power comes from the hand, not from the shoulder, but not from the elbow. See, if you do this, if you do this, it's very mild.
Right.
The moment you do this, the power comes to the hand.
Okay.
So a blow dry will never stay without strong tension here.
Right.
And also, please, you must hold it this way, not straight, not up this
Yeah.
way, where you are from the scalp, you are directing towards the ends of the hair so that you flatten the cuticle. Otherwise, the blow dry will be very untidy and the cuticles will be disturbed and it will be very ruffled finish.
Right. Ma'am, a lot of hairdressers complain of shoulder pain and neck pain because of the way they handle their hair dryer. So will this
No,
method help them?
please, India, don't do this. What is this? This is okay. First of all, I have to look at her head
Yeah.
and the mirror. My eyesight has to be correct
Right.
at level.
Yeah.
So when my eyesight is like this, when my eyes are like this, how can I balance?
Absolutely.
This is the neck.
Yeah.
And then second thing is my dear, this chair. This chair is a salon chair. Okay. This
Yes.
salon chairs. Sorry, I can't show it to you. Okay, sorry. But everybody knows what a salon chair is. A
Yes.
salon
Yes.
chair is 15-20,000. A normal chair is 1,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Actually, normal chair is more than enough for the customer. And a comfortable chair with arms is more than enough for the customer to be comfortable for 1 hour.
Yeah.
But this chair is not for the customer, this is for us.
Okay. How
Lift
how
it
is
up,
that, ma'am?
lift it up, put it
Okay.
down, bend it back, bend it forward for us because our posture has to be held straight. I
Right.
can't bend down 4 haircuts, I will have a backache.
Yeah.
I can't be like this. I have to be at eye level. I can't do this, I can't do that. So, this chair adjustment is for us. And
Okay.
also, please wear comfortable shoes. Because
Yes.
our posture has to be always comfortable and straight.
Yep.
Very important.
True. Ma'am, any tips for the model on maintaining her haircut now when she goes back home?
Sorry, tell me
Any
again.
tips for the model to maintain her haircut?
Okay. So now I would advise her definitely about these ends.
Yeah.
And she's anyway happy because she got her length. But I
Yeah.
think she also saw how much nicer she's going to be without it. So I would advise her not to rebond her hair again. To come back
Okay.
in about a month or two, we'll get this gradually shortened off. Good shampoo and conditioner. We could give her a serum. We could
Yeah.
give she's got nice movement and
Yeah.
some few techniques of blow dry. Not everything. Then they won't come to us for blow dry. But the few techniques on maintaining the haircut.
Yeah.
The doing her home blow dry and the importance of the correct conditioner, correct shampoo, and the correct product for her.
Okay.
It could be a mousse, it could be a serum, whichever you think you need to advise them because they will always listen to us, like how we would listen to a dentist when it comes to toothpaste.
Yes.
They will always listen to us. And if you are sincere, you will find all the faults. You might see some dandruff, you might see some loss of hair. You can advise them.
Right. Thank you so much, Nana ma'am. This was a wonderful session, and we loved all the tips that you showed us and the techniques that you showed us. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you. I really hope it was of any use because what IHP is promoting is easy techniques and
Yeah,
professional finish. So I really
absolutely, ma'am.
easy technique but good professional finish.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
sure it
Thank
will be
you.
of great help to our viewers. And do take pictures of the model. We'd like to share
Yes,
them
we
with
will do.
our
I'll
viewers.
share with
Yes,
you. Yes.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
ma'am. Have a nice day. Thank you. I don't know your model's name.
She's
Uh,
Anupama. Anupama.
Anupama, thank you so much for being here and volunteering for this. You look lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.